Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Susan Lopresti. Thank you so much for joining me here today. You are listening to the Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. For those of you who don't know me, I am a holistic health coach, a Reiki and meditation practitioner, and I work with midlife women who are noticing changes in how they look and how they feel. And I help them to reclaim their youthful energy and vitality that they had when they were younger. I help these women to find balance in a time in their life where there's so many things that are really out of balance, and it could be very overwhelming. It's a very overwhelming time for a woman because it's a time of life where it feels like everything is literally changing and moving very, very fast. Besides changes in the body, there are changes in lifestyle that are happening as well. We may find ourselves as empty nesters. Women are so used to being needed by everyone, and in a blink of an eye, all of that can change. So there's also career changes, which is another transition that happens a lot in a woman's life during midlife. We may decide to finally pursue a passion that we've always had, but we put aside for years, right? And we may decide that you're going to pick it up now and maybe start a business with it. So that's a different transition. Sometimes we're faced with taking care of our aging parents. These changes can be very challenging and difficult for a lot of women to navigate. There are many, many new moving parts that are happening in a woman's life. And I help women to embrace these changes and to accept this time of life as a wonderful time of life. It's a time to focus on health. And when I talk about health, I'm talking about more than just the food on your plate. I work with women and we look at 13 pillars of health and life that bring your entire well-being back into balance and optimal wellness. Those 13 pillars that I help women to explore are spirituality, creativity, finances, career, education, health, physical activity, home environment, relationships, social life, and also joy. So pursuing good health is an opportunity to focus more on self than others. And finally, to choose to take care of yourself now that it's your time. This is your time. Midlife is a time that we reclaim for ourselves as women. So we work together to achieve all goals, all wellness goals, life goals. And when a woman develops this mindset, it actually turns out to be the best years of their life. Working with me helps women to achieve these goals and to make themselves a priority in life, because a lot of women feel very guilty in this area. This is an area where most women really struggle. You're no longer the nurturer to others. Now you are the nurturer to yourself. And this could be uncomfortable in the beginning, and women need to get comfortable with this new concept. It's a matter of how you're going to age. It will make a difference. So please make sure that you're making yourself a priority in your life. It's important because we need to be proactive with our health. We don't want to wait until we're sick to decide that we want to get healthy. My aim for our time together is to impart on you the knowledge required to realize how beneficial and enjoyable setting goals and achieving your health-related goals can become. We need to learn to change the conversation when it comes to healthy eating and fitness. We need to lower the barriers and become aware of what we really want. Well-being is something that encompasses all facets of health, not merely physical. So what are your health-related goals? Before you embark on your journey to health, fitness, and overall improved well-being, it's essential to have a clear vision of what it is that you want to achieve. Having a clear goal is an easy and also a very effective way to get back on track when things hit a speed bump. And rest assured, at some point they will. So jot down the first 3 things that come to mind when I ask why you have come to this session here today. Is it fitness, health, weight loss? Everyone has their own unique individual goals. So what are yours? It's important to take time to consider how your current practices might not be benefiting you, and also the realities surrounding how to best incorporate your new lifestyle goals to fit, right? It comes down to awareness, factoring in what works and letting go of what doesn't. So, what is the one area of your life right now that's holding you back from reaching and exceeding your health goals? We want to look at well-being misconceptions because there are so many misconceptions surrounding fitness, well-being, and weight loss practices in particular today that it can be easy to be led astray by inconsistent or unreliable facts. Making ourselves aware of the truth and also not allowing external social media to influence us is the key to success in ignoring what's not true and making sure the facts are maintained. So let's look at myth number 1. The first myth that we're going to discuss is carbs, carbs, carbs. So many people give carbs a bad name. They are feared, they are avoided, and they are omitted as if they weren't one of the most amazing sources of nourishment available. Carbs give us energy. They help to break down proteins. They provide dietary fiber. They increase our memory capacity, and they can prevent weight gain. So why are we all avoiding carbs? First of all, moderation is key, right? All of this is well and good to say, but if we don't eat the right kind of carbs in moderation, we're pretty much setting ourselves up for failure. So we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to fail. The right types of carbs to most benefit our lifestyle and help us achieve our goals can have lasting effects on our health. Let's look at slow release versus short release. An example of carbs that help release energy over a more extended period of time, which will have a more lasting effect when you eat in the morning, are those such as oatmeal and healthy bran cereal. These are 2 great carbs to eat that will sustain you longer. So studies have proven that the energy released by eating these for breakfast proves more sustainable and ultimately more effective than the energy released from consuming short release carbohydrates, such as white breads and white toast and sugared cereals. This is just one straightforward and typical example of how wising up on our health and wellness facts can make all the difference when it comes to achieving our goals. So I'm going to provide you with some great resources that will help give you support and real information about setting goals. And I'll put all those links in the show notes. I'm not going to give it to you right here, but go back and save them, bookmark them so that you can access them when you're feeling a little low on motivation. It will help to reset and recharge you. And then myth number 2, another misconception when it comes to achieving our health goals is comparison is the thief of joy. So a healthy lifestyle looks different for everybody. Just as our bodies are all different in shape, in size, composition, color, whatever it is, so do our lifestyles, right? Optimal health and weight will look different for one person than it does for another. And comparing ourselves is the first mistake we can make in trying to achieve a more active, productive, and happier life. Are you guilty of comparing yourself to others? I know it's so difficult not to with social media and everyone prancing around and all these filters and what's real and what's not and who's beautiful and who's not. You need to wipe that from your mind. You really do. This is a personal journey. Possibly the most important thing that I want to leave with you from our time together is the understanding that health and fitness are very personal things. As soon as you start to turn inward, right, you need to do that. As you start to turn inward and you assess your lifestyle, your goals, your experience, it could be refreshing to realize that nobody is responsible for your body or your life other than you. Taking the reins can seem difficult when people all around us are going about their daily lives, seemingly completely oblivious to our struggles. But therein lies the truth of it. Everyone is going through their own journey. And everyone is at a different stage of their journey. So who are you to judge or look at them? And comparison only leads to discontent and negative emotions. So do your best to really stop comparing yourself to others and just focus on yourself, your journey, your goals, your lifestyle, and what works for you. And then myth number 3, the third myth I'm going to discuss is you must work out every day. Okay, that's not really an exact or direct quote from anyone in particular, but I'm sure I'm not alone in having berated myself for missing a day or two of exercise or neglecting my gym membership or skipping the gym, the yoga mat, or running shoes. The ironic truth is that we need to rest our bodies. And I want you guys here to write out 2 or 3 self-care sentences that you can tell yourself when you're feeling guilty for not having worked out. Before the negativity starts to get too intense, what can you tell yourself, right? Ask yourself what you need today. Before embarking on a workout for the day, take a second and check in with your body and ask yourself, what would you most benefit from today? What form of exercise would you benefit from? It may just be that you would benefit from a rest day. As soon as we can master the mentality of the rest day, we can begin to see the benefits of a regular fitness practice, giving your body a chance to recharge, rest, and absorb the benefits of having moved for several days in a row in ways that you might not normally be moving your body, pushing it slightly further than it might be used to being used, right? So that may be that you need a rest day. When the rest becomes the actual rest and not just a guilty day off, there is no guilt in taking care of your body. When was the last time you took a rest day. This is your body and it's your duty. Becoming accountable for our body is essential. Setting goals are one thing, but taking it upon ourselves to follow through on them and taking responsibility for our body is key to achieving any of them. I'd love it if you would share one thing that you're grateful for in your life at this moment, be it your body or something in your environment. It's so important to be grateful. This is a big part of being healthy, both emotionally and physically. I want to talk about personal preferences. That's another thing to consider when embarking on a fitness or a health journey is, what are your personal preferences? Do you hate the gym? Do you hate going there? Then don't go. Run outside, walk the long way to work, take the stairs. It could be as simple as making little small changes. Sometimes the smallest changes have the biggest results. Just be aware of where you're using and not using the energy that you consume in the form of food. What's your favorite way to get active? And then honor that. Also, try new things. The spike of interest in health and well-being has meant that an overwhelming amount of new age and creative fitness classes have now become widely available for everyone. So on Burn Along, for example, you can search all different types of classes that are available. If the traditional gym, coffee, meal prep, and repeat is not for you, then find your own thing. Find something that fills you up, that you find fulfilling. And you'll feel even more fulfilled knowing that you actively sought out your own unique form of moving your body. So you're doing something that you truly love. So search on apps, search on Google, search for alternative fitness classes in your area. Do whatever you can to mix things up, and just remember, just move your body. In the end, it all comes down to moving. Whatever feels right for you and that fits into your lifestyle. Again, we are all individuals. What works for your neighbor may not work for you. You may have a whole different schedule than your neighbor does or your best friend. So setting goals are great, and they are an effective way of clarifying what you want. But I've always found that it's the way to achieving whatever goal I set for myself that I realize how much I enjoy simply getting there. So make sure that it's a doable goal. You're not setting yourself up for failure. Make it fun. Do it with a friend who also has similar goals to yours. Whatever it is, but do it for you. Coming back to the idea that fitness and health journeys are incredibly personal, ask yourself regularly, who are you doing this for? If the answer is ever anyone besides yourself, you're doing it wrong. Your answer is rarely somebody else, which is a great quote from Naraya Wahid. So you're doing it for you. This is for you. Don't let other things suffer also, because life gets in the way, right? And we know that all the time. The balance that we're trying to achieve when we're seeking a healthy lifestyle is being able to continue to work, to have a social life, a personal life, in a way that also makes room for good health. Poor health prevents us from enjoying everything else that life has to offer. Without our health, all other aspects of life are very dull. What things could you remove from your life that would help you more effectively achieve your goals? And this can be a very tough question to answer. So feel free to meditate on this question. But a lot of people may not even realize, but we all have bad habits. or habits that are not in our best interest for health and wellness, right? So think about that for a while. What is it that you're doing that maybe could be eliminated that would improve your overall wellness? So make the time, whether it's 10 or 15 minutes, 2 hours, or even just a minute of becoming aware of yourself before you choose an unhealthy meal. Make the time for fitness. Make the time for your health. Your friends and your family will thank you as they'll get to spend time with a healthier and a happier you. Your body will thank you. It will be stronger and you'll be able to experience more. You'll have more energy, more vitality. You'll be so much better. So, what is it that you're waiting for? Go out there and start doing it. If any one of you are struggling to achieve your goals, I'm opening up 2 private health coaching sessions beginning April 1st. If you've been wanting to make changes to improve your health, to look and feel your best, you're not alone. So many women reach an age where they're realizing that the years are beginning to make a difference in them. They're not as happy with the way they are feeling, and they're certainly not happy when they look in the mirror. So I have 2 programs. I have a 12-week goddess program, and that is unique and it's customized for each client individually. This program sets you up for success long after the 12 weeks are over. You will be armed with the tools and the resources to accomplish your goals that you set for yourself. I also have a 4-week Goddess Healing Program, and that's another comprehensive program to work with me at an affordable rate to put you on the right path to achieve your health and wellness goals. Based on your health assessment and your goals, I will lay out a tailor-made program specifically for your needs. This program runs for 4 weeks. Both programs will look something like this. We'll start out with a 30-minute health assessment, and that will determine what your goals are, and we will also decide if we're a good fit for each other. If we decide that we are a good fit for each other, we will meet 2 times a week for a 1-hour session. The topic of choice for each session is what the client leads with. And topics may include weight management, food cravings, sleep, energy, stress management, digestion, gut health, food allergies, hormonal issues, or we could go into primary food discussions, which I talked about earlier, the 13 pillars of health, which are life factors, so careers, relationships, spirituality, family, your home environment, finances, creativity, joy, and also home cooking. So suggested meal plans is also on this list of health coaching recipes based on the client's needs. We could do a virtual tour of your pantry and your refrigerator. We can also do a virtual tour in a supermarket and just getting you familiar with the right foods to choose and staying away for the other ones. So if this sounds like something that you need, please feel free, reach out to me and schedule that 30-minute free health assessment and see if we're a good fit for each other. You could also email me at susan@susanlopresti.com. Again, thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate you. I hope to hear from you. And until the next time, be well, stay happy, and bye for now.